What are we gonna do tonight, O.C.G?
Well, the same thing we try to do every night, Bertrum. Take over YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. I am the Obsessive Compulsive Gamer, joined once again by my faithful manservant Bertrum. Say hello, Bertrum.
Hello, Bertram!
And this is our review for Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. So, dear viewer, don't you dare forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster released this year for consoles, and is, unsurprisingly, yet another port of Final Fantasy VI, or Final Fantasy III, as it was once known. And, I don't quite know how to say this, but this game is not as good as I remember.
Oh no!
Oh yes.
Oh no!
Oh yes. Well, let's discuss it. I have an appointment with my psychiatrist today, and he told me if I was late, he would murder my wife. Which ordinarily I wouldn't mind, but she promised to make me macaroni and cheese for dinner tonight, and as you know, or should know, I love macaroni and cheese.
Do you ever think our game reviews have too much silly comedy in them?
Silly comedy? I can't say I've ever thought about it.
Shouldn't you just review the game and keep the comedy stuff to a minimum?
But if I did that, wouldn't I have to cut you out of the reviews?
Why?
Because the only reason you exist is for comedy purposes. I mean, take your voice, for instance. It's ridiculous. No one actually talks like that. So clearly, you are here for comic relief.
What about your voice?
Well, what about it?
Is it not equally as ridiculous and annoying?
I never said your voice was annoying.
Oh!
Do you think my voice is annoying?
Maybe just a little?
Okay, fine. Bertram, for the rest of this review, you are not allowed to speak, and I'm not allowed to make jokes, and we'll see if it makes the review any better. Okay? Okay?
I thought you said that I wasn't allowed to speak.
Ah, good man. Right. No Bertram and no jokes. Let's go. So, Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster, like I said, is a port of the original Final Fantasy VI. And apart from a remastered soundtrack and some font stuff, is mostly the same game you'll have played many times before. I do wish it had the FMV cutscenes from the PlayStation 1 version, but never mind. And like I hinted at the start of this review, I remember loving Final Fantasy VI. Everyone loves Final Fantasy VI. I've heard people say it's better than Final Fantasy VII, and, for whatever reason, on this playthrough, I realized that I really don't like the second half of this game. Once the world goes to shit and you have to find all your teammates again, I think the game goes majorly downhill. I actually had to force myself to play through the last few hours, and I turned off the random encounters. Maybe I just don't enjoy turn-based RPGs anymore. I've been spoiled by games like Final Fantasy 15 and Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'd go so far to say that I actually enjoy Final Fantasy IV more than Final Fantasy VI now. And Kefka is bollocks. I can't believe I ever thought he was a great villain. His design, that stupid laugh, the fact he disappears for the last chunk of the game, he's just not very threatening. Now, Arden from Final Fantasy 15 is still my favorite Final Fantasy villain. Now, he, like Kefka, starts off as a bit of a nuisance. But unlike Kefka, he at least becomes threatening towards the end, and his motivations beat Kefka's any day of the week. So yes, it's a bit weird to say this, but I don't think Final Fantasy VI is great anymore. The first half is good, especially the opera sequence, which now has English singing voices, and I love that. But the random encounters, the annoying dungeon puzzles, the horrendous second half, Final Fantasy VI is just not the game I remember it being. Therefore, I declare that Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster is not very good. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My review for Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. If you enjoyed this little review of mine, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed it, well then feel free to give me a thumbs down. But please remember the single most important thing I always tell you, dear viewer, and that is to always stay obsessed with gaming. So, did you enjoy that review, dear viewers? Because I did not. So, let me know down below what you thought. I hated it.
Are you still here? Oh, you must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.